Good evening and welcome to what I'm optimistically going to call a series of videos on games I like, I suppose. I'm going to be doing some stuff on video game and card game things, and so I decided to start us out on, I guess, a combination of the two. This little thing here is called Tabletop Simulator. It's actually a little physics engine style game playing device. I've got a card game here called Aeon's End, one of my absolute favourites, like of the last decade plus, I would say, laid out here. I'm going to show you a little bit of both largely how Aeon's End plays and a little bit about Tabletop Simulator itself. So, one of the reasons I like this is it's laid out basically just to play a board game how you would play a board game. There are physical cards you can move around, you can grab them, you can do all the things you need to, you can turn them, you can do the most satisfying thing in the world, which is to shuffle them with a simple click, and if you play card games you know how mind-blowing that is. And so from there, we'll get us on into the game. So this is Aeon's End. It's a deck building game. If you're not familiar with deck builders, the idea here is that I'm starting with a preset deck of cards. I have the opening hand here, and an open little deck of 5 cards here. I'm playing a particular character, Aeon. Aeon has some special abilities. She has a set of particular breaches, and we'll go into the details of what all those mean as we play. But she, as I said there, has a preset starting hand of cards and a preset deck. Through part of the play, what I'm largely going to be doing is trying to kill this guy, the Umbra Titan over here, a big Nemesis who is trying to destroy Gravehold, the place where I live, and I'd rather he didn't do that, if at all possible. He has a health pool of 70 over here. I'm going to be able to cast spells and play over cards to reduce that pool. If I get that down to 0, I win. If he gets Gravehold down to 0, he wins. Or, if in the case of the Umbra Titan, if he clears out all these Nemesis tokens that are kind of a countdown for him. If we have a quick look at the Titan himself, you'll see that he's got 70 health there as a starting point. He has something called Unleash. This is one of his major abilities. We're going to draw cards from a deck of things that direct what he does, the Nemesis deck. And occasionally we'll say Unleash. That'll mean we have to do what it says right there. Which, if there is one Nemesis turn order card in the turn order discard pile, any player, myself, will suffer 2 damage. If there are 2 turn order cards in the turn order discard pile, Gravehold will suffer 2. One of the main ways he'll kill Gravehold and make me lose the game. Or I can choose, instead of doing either of those, to take a Nemesis token off him. If he gets all the Nemesis tokens off, Gravehold's foundation is undermined, collapses into rubble, and we all die. Yeah. That's the end game I'm half expecting to see today, if we're honest. Okay, now, you mentioned the turn order deck. Excuse me. Part of what's going on here is a random turn order. There's a little deck of 5 cards. I'm just going to use one little options on Tabletop to show you what those cards are. And then now I know what they are, I'm going to shuffle them. Each turn, at the end of each turn, we're going to draw one of those cards. If it shows a 1, it's my turn, and I get to do my turn buying cards over here, blasting holes out of the Umbra Titan, and so on. If it's a Nemesis' turn, we're going to resolve any cards he's already got in play, and draw a new card to add to it, to make my life even harder. This deck over here will have things that happen instantly, called attacks. It'll have power abilities that sit down there on their own countdowns, and do horrible things later on, and that normally have a way for me to remove them. As well as that, there'll be minions. They have their own health pool, and at the start of every turn after that, they'll do something horrible to me, or to Gravehold, or to both, or a variety of things that I probably won't enjoy. Now, as I mentioned before, there is a market of cards over here. If you've played deck builders before, you'll be aware that what I'm hopefully going to be doing is buying new cards to improve my deck. My deck right now is kind of bad. It has a handful of basic spells called Sparks that deal a single damage. We have 70 to chew through, that's not going to cut it. We have a handful of something called crystals that will gain me a currency called Aether, and Aether is the big currency of the game, allowing me to buy new cards and to do a variety of different things over here. As well, because I'm playing Aeon, I have a special starting card, the Moonstone Shard, gains me 1 Aether period, and 1 that can only be used if I gain a gem. Gaining meaning to get a card from the market over here. You see the basic game there is going to be, we're going to be flipping turn cards, so let's just start that off and get a turn going. So after a quick shuffle there, do this, flip this over, and the Nemesis goes first. Well, marvellous. Alright, let's draw a card of his, and it is of course a new bad guy. The Grubber. So, or Gruber I might call him. He has 5 health over here. He has a persistent effect, so the start of every turn after this, that will fire. If Nemesis has 2 turn order cards in the turn order discard pile, Umbra Titan loses 1 Nemesis token. Otherwise, Gravehold suffers 2. Now, Nemesis is going to go again this turn, which means he is going to strip a Nemesis token off the Umbra Titan. That kinda sucks. Nothing else happens so far, there's nothing else to resolve, so we grab a new card, and we flip onto my go there. Get on the stack. There we go, thank you. Alright, so in my go I can now play cards. At the start of my turn I could cast any spells I had in my breaches over here. I don't have any prep so far. And I have a whole list of stuff I can do during my turn, which includes, in any order I like, prepping spells to my breaches. So I simply put these out here, there's no cost for it. The breaches have to be opened or focused. We'll hit on that in a little while. At the start of my next turn these will cast. Right now they don't do anything particular. Second thing I get to do is go and improve my deck. Basically by buying things. Now, I have a few options. I could be paying Ava to focus these breaches. This is actually rotated slightly from how it is actually in the game. I'll do a quick pan in to show what I mean. This is this actual orientation, which they start out as such, as you can see on Jan's player mat, and this matters a lot. You'll see here two costs. One, to simply open the breach, flip it open, get it going. The other one is to focus it, rotating it in the direction of the arrow, clockwise, and meaning that this turn I can prep a spell to that must be cast on my next turn. Let's pull the camera back. Now, what that basically means is if I have a huge chunk of money, I can just open it in one go. Yay for me. But if I don't, and as is more likely in a deck building style game, I can pay a little bit of money and incrementally get it open. I'm not going to drive with those things. What I'm going to do is spend 1, 2, and in this case 4 overall, excuse me, because I'm going to buy a new gem, a frozen magmite. When I buy a new card or gain a card, it goes straight into my discard pile over here. And if I have a quick look at magmite, it costs 3, I have 4 for this turn, that's fine. It will gain me 2 when I play it. You may place the next card you gain this turn on top of your deck. This is stupid good, and what is going to give me a fighting chance against a Titan. Right, so I'm done with my turn. I've paid everything I can do, I've played out all the cards I've got right now, there's nothing else I can trigger, I've used all my Ava. I now discard any cards I played, specifically gems and relics, we'll get to in a moment, into my discard pile in any order I wish. Now this matters a lot, because Aeon's End actually differs from most mainstream deck builders in a very important way. Normally in a regular deck builder, you're cycling through your deck. You'll play your cards out, you'll put cards in your discard pile as you play them or gain them. You'll run out of deck, and when you have to draw, you need to shuffle your discard pile and put it into your deck. Aeon's End is different. When I next come to draw a card, what I do is flip this discard pile over and put it into the deck over here. That's obviously massive. I have a certain amount of control over what cards I'm going to see. I know roughly what should be appearing. I know that my next draw, for example, is going to be a frozen magmite, if I have any memory at all. Yeah. There are a few rules about how cards go into the discard pile. When spells cast, they go straight in immediately. When I gain a card, it goes immediately into the discard pile. Then at the end of the turn, any gems or relics I play can be put in any order. So, that ends my turn. There's nothing else I can do. I draw myself a hand of cards. I have just up to a hand size of 5. I draw up to 5 until I fill my hand. I have, unsurprisingly, 2 sparks and 3 crystals. So if I looked at my starting deck over here, oopsie, there we go. I knew that was going to be the case anyway, on the starting deck part. And I go to a new turn order card. And it's me. Alright. So, start of my turn, I can cast spells. Gruber's going to make me lose the game really quickly. So I'm going to choose to cast 2 sparks. I'm going to go over here, grab a little d10 from one of the bags. I'm going to set that to how much health he will have left, which is 3. I'm going to throw that on Gruber. Okay, sweet. Alright, same deal there. I can now prep some spells out. I'll throw 1 and 2. I can then buy something else. Right, I think I'm going to go straight for quite a fantastic little card called Eternity Charm. So a 3-cross relic, plays out like a gem, will be discarded in your turn. Focus your closed breach with the lowest focus cost. Then reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may prep one of the revealed spells. So this is fantastic. This is acceleration in every form you can think of. I paid my 3 out there, just doing it to remind myself I've done that. And gain this card and put it in my deck. In my discard pile, rather. So, when I play this, I can focus a breach, so choose one of these 2 over here that's not open, or, if it's on the open side, open it immediately, on the open orientation, rather. Focus it there, no matter what the cost, so it will save me 3 and 4 Ava a turn, and then this will dig through my deck and find other stuff for me to prep even more quickly. Now, a little problem there that I'm putting a bunch of crystals right behind it. That's not perfect, because when it'll search for the top 3. So it's going to be a little turn or 2 before this does much else, but it's still a great card. Okay, end my turn, I need to draw, so I'm going to take this deck, discard pile, I'm going to flip it over, turn it into my deck, quickly draw 5 cards there. Alright, and we are good to roll, and 50-50 chance on me or the Nemesis. It's the Nemesis. Alright, so, Gruber here triggers. Sorry about that, I'm going to mispronounce names willfully. He is going to go dig and kill a Nemesis token because we have 2 Nemesis turnover cards in. Then we get a new friend. Okay, our new friend is Planar Collision. So to discard 2 prep spells, power 2, unleash twice. So the power 2 is the first one, big one here. He's going to get 2 counters on it, and the start of each Nemesis turn, a counter will come off. When there's no counters on it, it will fire its effect, the power effect. The to discard means during my turn, I can discard 2 prep spells as a cost to get rid of this card clean. What's it doing? Unleashing twice. Ooh, that's fairly sucky, so I probably will give in and pay that cost, although I want to kill Gruber, and here we get to the interesting part about this game. I chose Umbra Titan as a first Nemesis quite intentionally. If you've played any of the base games or you're looking to get into it, you may have already encountered this. The starting one from the original Aeon's End is Rageborn, and Rageborn is good at randomness. He likes to throw things out, and he likes to encourage you to do things to make sure he doesn't throw out his random attacks. I think Umbra Titan is far better representative of Aeon's End, because Aeon's End is a game of decisions you don't quite want to make. Tricky ones that are never quite all that clear. I'd love to kill Gruber. I have 2 damage ready to go here. I hit him with that, he's almost definitely going to die this turn. But that spell sucks. That unleash is really, really bad. So I've got an interesting decision to make. Anyway, before I make that, I'm going to throw 2 power counters on there, draw what I know is my turn, and that gives me some information, because there are 3 of my turn order cards in here, and 2 Nemesis. So if I zap Gruber twice, there's a solid chance the start of the next turn is my go, meaning that I will be able to cast the Spark I will be able to prep after I've cast these 2. Which means he dies, so cool, problem solved there. And I've got some time to try and get some more spells up and get that collision to go away. Or I can just eat the collision. As a good general rule in this game, it's normally a good idea to take something out of the game if you can. But I'm going to gamble slightly. So, on my turn, I'm going to cast some spells. 1 and 2. I have never described myself as anything more than a bad gambler. Dropping him down to 1 health. I will prep out a Spark. A quick look at the rest of my hand. Right, here we go. Frozen Magmite's now in play, meaning that the first thing I buy this turn actually ends up right on top of my deck, and that is going to be fantastic. So what do we want is a good question. We have new spells, new relics, new gems out here. I tend to focus on Magmite. I might go with the Magmite combo method actually. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So, Frozen Magmite gains me 2. Moonstone Shard gains me 1 and 1 for a gem. Put us on 4, 5, and 6. So what I'm going to do is to buy a Magmite. It's the first thing I'm buying, so that's going to end up on top of my deck instead of my discard pile. Thanks to the other Frozen Magmite there. And I think the second one's going to be a new spell. And I think what we'll take is Spectral Echo. Little 3 cost, cast, deal 2 damage. You may destroy a card in hand, meaning I put it out of the game. It's no longer taking part. If you haven't played deck building games before, you might be very confused by that. But let's be blunt here. Sparks and Crystals are really bad. They're really awful cards. I want them gone. I want to improve my deck and keep cycling it. And Spectral Echo is, in a little while, going to allow me to do that. Alright, that's all I can do for this turn right now. Then I'm going to throw my cards back in here, with Magmite first, because it's definitely the best card. Followed by Moonstone. I'm putting that first because I want to see it first. Alright, let's flip this guy over. Put him roughly back where he was. Give him a quick shuffle for the next turn, and we draw a card. And I have gambled poorly. Okay, crap. Alright, so Gruber triggers. Nemesis has 2. He does not. He has 1 in the discard pile, so Gravefold takes 2. Down to 28. The token comes off here. And we get a new Nemesis card. Oh, marvelous. Cryptid. Okay, a 6 health minion. Persistent. The player with the most expensive prep spell discards that spell, or Umbra Titan loses 1 Nemesis token. Now, fortunately, if I've got a little crappy Spark prepped or whatever, no problem, I can discard that. I don't have spells prepped when Nemesis turn triggers. This is going to get very rough very quick, particularly because, obviously, later this turn, Gruber is going to take another token off us, speeding our impending doom. Alright, well, done with all that. I'm owed a card of hands from last turn because I'm good at forgetting this stuff. Quick look at what we got, about what was expected. Alright, new card says... Oh, phew, I get a chance to respond. Right, options. Double Unleash right now will mean that Gravefold will take the damage because there'll be 2 Nemesis turn tokens, and Double Unleash from Planar Collision is what I'm thinking. So I can zap Gruber. Oh, hold on. Aha. we know these 2 crystals were after Eternity Charm. Eternity Charm will dig through the top 3 of our deck and pull out a spell. I think there should be a spell in that. Let's find out. I think we're good. So, start of my turn. I will use Spark, and we'll say goodbye to Groover. Sticking to my self-implied rule of you should actually kill stuff if you can. Let's get it off the table. He's gone. We'll have that as a discard pile for the Nemesis deck there. That the Nemesis deck will refer to. Let's prep some spells. So, let's play Eternity Charm. Focus my Close Breach with lowest cost, meaning I rotate it. Also means I can now actually prep a spell to that this turn. Then I pull out the top of my deck. New deck time. So I failed to draw from the deck. 2, excellent. That's what we need. Marvellous. Okay, so I'll choose to prep that one. And I'll prep Spark. I'll throw these 2 back on top. No longer appearing with us. Okay, I'm going to discard 2 prep spells to pay the cost on planar Collision to make it go away. We're having a nice cleanup turn here. We'll just have to live with Cryptid. I definitely want a spell. Oh, if it is Nemesis turn next, I'm going to get hit for a token. And that's this card game. Okay, well, can't do much about that. Let's make sure I have a spell for next turn if I'm going to be in that place, though. Because I've got 4 money here. Hello, Pyrotechnic Surge. So, this is another good example of this card's game's design. This spell must be prepped to 2 adjacent breaches, so this card touches both breaches. This fully occupies both breaches. Possibly redundant, but very clear. Cast, deal 4 damage. You may destroy a card in your discard pile. That's pretty fantastic, but that cost of 2 breaches seems kind of rough, right? Let's just wait till later on that. But yeah, I'm going to have one of those. So I'm going to pay 2, 3, 4, no, 4, thank you. Yoink, that's going to go straight on top of my deck for next turn, meaning that the worst I should have a spell to discard if this guy does hit me, if he doesn't go straight away, but we will deal with that as it turns up. I'm now going to be smart, honest. I'm going to throw a Magmite and 2 crystals in, and then the Eternity Charm. Because fingers crossed what I should do before too long is cast a spell on top of that, meaning it will fish for that spell. Fingers crossed, right? Okay, I get a new thingy here. I have played this game a whole ton, and it's remarkable how bad I am at keeping track of my own deck. Ooh, exhale. Okay, we now have a fighting chance. Sweet, actually I have a few fighting chances here. So, decisions. I'd like to use the Magmite to go and get a card on top of my deck, that's always good. I really would also like to put a spell out so this guy doesn't take a token off, and I'm not going to kill him this turn. Well, 50-50 might go next. So let's assume that's going to happen. I'm going to pay 1 and 3. I'm going to focus this breach here. I'm going to prep a little Spectral Echo out to it. And then I'm going to prep Pyrotechnic Surge out to there. Giving me 6 damage, that if he doesn't go straight away, I smack him in the face with. If he does trigger, I've got to get rid of Pyrotechnic Surge. Boo, but I'll have to live with that. I can't focus any more of these, so I can't actually play my Spark. That's bad. I'd rather empty my hand if at all possible, but I think that's still the right call. Alright, new hand of cards. I'll end my turn. Oh, wait, no, I won't. Discard those. Need to remember where I'm up to. Nice little flip there. Shortcuts in Tabletop Simulator are wonderful. And I get to go again. Right, I'm quite pleased about that. Apart from the fact that this is a Nemesis card. Meaning that there's a reasonable chance Nemesis will get 2 turns in a row when I reshuffle. Yeah, nothing's perfect. And the game does like to do that. Right, anyway, good effing bye to you, I think. Right, Pyrotechnic Surge, smack, deal 4. And I can destroy a card in my discard pile, so I'll get rid of a crystal. Because why would I want a crystal? I mean, not right now, anyway, now I've got Frozen Magmites. We'll do 2 to him, and that allows me to destroy a card as well. I don't think I'm going to be buying a 4-cost gem, so... No, wrong way around. 3 there. I'm going to destroy a Spark. I've bought some better spells, and it's almost always better to thin your deck. Almost. Aeon's End is good at making you wrong about those decisions. He's taken 6 overall, so he can get out of here right now. Fairly well. Alright, I'm going to prep a spell down. Come on, in the slot. There we go. 3. 3. I'm good enough. Am I going to play this boring or have some more fun? You know what? Since this is being recorded, let's play a slightly sillier version, because why not? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's grab a Berylite. So, Berylite is interesting because it becomes bonus charges. So, charges are a currency to use your special abilities. Jan's special ability is here. On the bottom row, you'll see 4 little slots where charges can go. Once this ability has a full set of 4 charges, I can use it during my main phase to cast any player's prep spell without discarding it, then cast that prep spell again. That's kind of amazing. It's a ridiculously good power, and it's why I'm using Xian to give me a fighting chance of not losing on camera. Okay. Get these babies over here. Put this deck. No, hold deck, please. Little hold to get it to indicate I want the whole thing. 4, 5. Come on. Put those over. New card says Nemesis, of course. Alright. He has nothing sat in play. Woohoo! So we flip a new card. And boo. Seismic Roar. So to discard, spend 6 Aether. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. Power 3. Umbra Titan loses 2 Nemesis tokens. Yeah, that could bring the game to an end pretty quick. So let's throw some tokens on. If anyone's wondering, I'm using a little grid snap thing on Tabletop. That's why it's allowing me to be really picky on where they go. Let's make a new deck. Quick shuffle. And not a Nemesis clump. Yay. Alright. Well, I can... I have 2 spells in play. Now, very often I would leave a small spell like a Spark sat in its breach, so it's out of my deck. But I'm going to be able to refill it, so I really may as well just get that moving. And open the bidding with 1 damage. 1. We are off the start line on the boss. Yeah, right. Okay. That's all in rocking. I have 4 money and the ability to get a Pyrotechnic Surge. I'm going to do precisely that. 2, 3, or 4. Give me that. That's going on top of the deck. Prep 1, prep 2. Boom and boom. Alright. Frozen Magmite goes in first. I'm forgetting the names of cards. I draw a new hand, because that was nice and quick and simple. Alright. Draw this out, flip, and it's my go again. Well, fine. Alright. We'll zap 1 and 2 into our friend here. Starting to actually get some damage on him. It's awesome. Right. Okay. This hand is a little fiddly. So, I'm plainly going to prep a Pyrotechnic Surge here. That's just going to happen. Next thing I'm going to do is pop an Eternity Charm. Eternity Charm will allow me to focus, turn this guy here. I can pull out the top of my deck still. I'm not sure I'm going to get a spell. I'm not. Okay. Well, that's info for later. Assuming I'm paying any attention. So I can drop a single spell in here, which will be Spectral Echo. Cool. I haven't got enough to focus this, so I'm not going to do. Pyrotechnic Surge here will have to stay where it is. And I'm going to spend the 2, allowing me to buy a single charge. But down here you can see on the bottom, the cost for a charge is 2 Aether. So that's going to be something for later. Awesome. I'll discard those. I'm going to discard those the other way around. Get out of my hand. There we go. 2, 4, 5. Lovely. Alright, no, we seem to be motoring. We'll have you yet, my friend. We will have you yet. Oh, okay, fine. He was listening. Here's go. I kill a token. I pull a Nemesis card. Mutilate. Okay, this is an attack that immediately resolves. So first of all, he unleashes. When he unleashes, we need to go and see how many turn order cards there are in his discard pile. Quick search, there's just the 1. Good, good, good. So he is going to do 2 damage to me. Okay, I have 10 health, and there is 1 healing card on the table. So this is basically a DPS race. This is all about the damage and all about getting there quick enough. However, the players collectively discard 2 prepped spells. Any player suffers 2. Oh wait, that's going, and that's going, and I'm actually going down to 6. Yeah, this is going swimmingly. Alright. Okay, that's his new card done. We draw a, and it's his go again. Thank you very much, Umbra Titan. Holy cow. Token goes. Another attack. What is it this time? Oh, you have got to be joking. So, I've lost spells that I could have spent for that cost. Wow, the deck is being a dick. That's amazing. He loses 2 Nemesis tokens. Alright, Umbra Titan, cool. I am glad I chose you for this video. And then it's my go. Okay, right. Well, I guess we throw a single Pyrotechnic Surge out here, somewhat forlornly. Okay. Oh, damn it, spend 6. I currently have 1, 2, 3, if it's not a gem, 4, 5. Brr. Right now, with 5 I can get 2 charges. Or, I can get 3 charges. Yeah, because Berylite will let me do... Oh, okay, marvellous. Then yes, we're going to do that. Cool. So, I'm going to spend Berylite. I will discard a card in hand instead of getting the cost, gaining 2 charges. 1 and 2. And then spend 1, spend 2 to get another charge up. Alright. We might... well, no, we don't do that yet. We're not ending my turn. Okay, I'm going to fire Black Mirror. Which means I'm going to cast Pyrotechnic Surge without discarding it, doing 4 damage. Sorry, that was a bit fast. And destroying a card in my discard pile. Goodbye, Crystal. And then I'm going to do it again. Now, note, this is simply a card in my discard pile, so I'm going to have a quick search and grab another crystal out, because I can do that. That is open information. I can go look for it any time. Then I will throw a Pyrotechnic Surge down here. Then we'll throw a Berylite, and a Moonstone, and a crystal on top. We'll flip that over to make a new deck, because I need to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll do some dealies there. Can you do some dealies? Yes, very good. Quick shuffle. And new card says my go again. Excellent. Alright, so I hope at this point you're starting to see some of the more interesting choices available. I can manipulate cards, I can move them around. I should have mentioned from the start, this is largely a cooperative game. I am fighting the big bad guy, normally done with a group of people. On solo mode, I've maybe pushed the seesaw a little bit in my favour, shall we say, because solo mode can be really rough. But this is a very strong character, and a lot of the tricks and ways I've been thinking about this would be more based around what other players are doing as well. I'm just giving you a simple taste of Xian, a mobile nuke, hopefully blowing the crap out of Umbra Titan. Anyway, right, okay, my go. I have lots of small spells. Well, let's pay 3, allowing me to open this breach. Quick pan into show. Yep, 3 to open. Alright, so we'll flip that over. We'll ever so slightly rotate that to here. There we go. Now, you'll also notice Breach 3 comes with a special bonus. Any spell I cast from here gets +1 damage. The interesting part is, not so much for spells I have here, but other ones, that +1 adds increases every instance of damage this spells produce when they cast. There are some spells that do 2 sets of 2 or whatever, and they'll do +1 to each instance, which is very cool. Anyway, I'm going to throw a spark in there. So that spark, when it casts, will do 2 damage. We have 2 more over here. Get down there. I have 3 money in, all spent and done. That can all go away. Yay for us. I think I'm going to get hit in the face by a power card anytime soon. Alright, and new card says... Oh, it's my go. Alright, well fine. Let's deal 4 to the boss. 3 and 4. He is making his way down. No, back up please. There we go. Right, okay. Blimey, all the spells. Alright, so, Eternity Charm. Focus Breach 4. You may have guessed it, Breach 4 has a +1 damage too. We'll pull some things out. We have managed to maintain that order. That's not good. We want to change that if possible. Meaning I really want to throw this on top of this whole stack. Okay, Pyrotechnic Surge can go in. I can prep the other Pyrotechnic Surge because this is open and this is focused. It will get the +1 from here as well. And this is why Pyrotechnic Surge is done. It will get the bonuses from every breach it's in. So right now, it'll do 5 damage when I've opened Breach 4. It'll do 6 a go. Which is just lovely. Okay. Let's... Oh, my silly. I didn't clear the charges out from earlier when I used them. You can't just use the ability as much as you like. You must clear charges. So I'm going to leave one there because I'm going to buy another charge with this fella. That ends the turn. Nope. Eternity Charm's going to go on top. Come on. Those guys there. I'm going to draw... Oh, almost a full hand. Not quite. Up it comes. Oops. Come on. I do know how to use this program. Honest. Right. Okay. And we flip... Nemesis. So, excuse me, occasional random vocalizations. Seismic Roar on the front of random vocalizations. Umbra Titan loses 2 Nemesis tokens. Wah, that's 3. Okay, 3 away from a game loss. Sweet. Just, yeah. Alright, oh, and I had money in hand. 2, 4, 6, I can count. I did. Yeah, thanks game. Alright. Okay, new... Tomb Fright. Okay, you might notice a little number in the bottom corner of the Nemesis card there. This refers to the tier. It's partly to do with how you build the Nemesis deck. The game's done this beforehand for me automatically, but in the physical game, you will take actual stacks of cards, you'll shuffle all a certain number of the cards that come from Umbra Titan, and a certain number of random cards from the standard Nemesis to make a tier 1 stack. You'll do the same thing with tier 2 and put tier 1 on top of it, and do the same thing with tier 3 and put tier 1 and 2 on top of it. Tier 1 is setting the game up. Tier 2 is the meat of the game. If we get to tier 3, we'll hit cards that have said, you've taken too long, the game now ends. This guy is still pretty rough though. 8 health. If Umbra Titan has 5 or more Nemesis tokens, it loses a Nemesis token. That's not happening anytime soon. So Gravehold is going to suffer 3 damage every Nemesis turn. Sweet. Well, how bad does this look? He's got 1 card in there, so Nemesis is going to... So, 50-50. That's what's happening here. 50-50 on whether... Yay, I get to kill him first. Sweet. Alright, unfortunately I have no discard pile, which is a shame, because these 2 would destroy some cards for me. But let's just smack him in the face for 9 while we can and get him off my table, because that is going to make a mess really quick. Alright, with that in mind, let's throw down a Spectral Echo, because we love that stuff. Ooh, hello. I had 6. Ooh, no, hold on a second. I'm going to cheat a tiny bit and throw one of those spells back out there. So right now, he's out here with 4 damage on him. And I'm going to... I have 6 money in hand. Why is my brain having trouble with this? By 1 charge, by... just pay it straight. By 2, by 3 charges there. That will fill my charges up, so I'll simply spend that one there. Boom. Allowing me to cast this, and cast it again. Hitting him for 5 and killing him, and hitting boss for an extra 5 as well. Because I have to remember I'm playing Aeon. And my wife, who is a massive fan of Aeon, would be very annoyed if I played her badly. So she might want to watch this video, let's be honest. Alright, that's all done there. That's all paid out. Let's throw some toys down. 3 throws. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. See, I love how tactile Tabletop Simulator is, personally. I like the feel of getting hit in the face with Nemesis card. Okay. Ah, hello. An old friend. Mangleroot. 12 health. Yike. Persistent. Gravehold suffers 3. This minion suffers 2. So he will kill himself off eventually. Dealing 18 damage as he does so. Yeah, we're going to have to beat him up some. Alright. Well, that's him done. Oops. No. Put that back on. New card says... Boom. There you go. Right, yeah. 3 money there, 2 for a charge. I think I'm going to thin down. Right, okay. Spectral Echo is going to smack into our friend, doing 3 to him. I need a health dice for that. He started on 12, so he's on 9. There we go. I'm going to destroy that. Destroy. Yeah, that doesn't mean discard. Yes, good. Thanks, brain. Okay, alright, let's prep some spells out. 1... Let's actually prep some spells to the slot they're supposed to go in. We will buy a charge, because we like charges, because Aeon is silly. I'm going to ditch that. I'm going to grab a card, I'm going to flip. My deck is now getting impressively small, actually, which is a good thing, meaning that now it should be full of nothing but lovely, lovely killsy goodness. Alright. New one says, hi Nemesis. Okay, Gravehold takes 3, going down to 25. Our friend here suffers 2, going from 9 down to 7, so he'll wear himself out eventually. We go to a new... Oh no, 1 second. New friend. Oh. Boy, this guy is a classic example of reading cards properly. 9 health. Persistent. Any player suffers 2. I have 6 health. If this minion has 8 or less life, Umbra Titan also loses a Nemesis token. So translation. Kill this Y, yes thank you, kill him Y because he's going to kill us. Kill this guy in 1 go or start dying. Yeah, so that's... Yeah, I hate that guy. Okay, sweet. Now it might actually be the Nemesis turn. Wonderful. Okay, Manglehold continues to squish Gravehold and himself. So at least he's efficient on that front. I take 2, dropping me to 4 health. That's marvellous. He has not been hit, so no Nemesis token tricks. And a new friend. And it's an attack, which unleashes twice. There are 2 Nemesis cards in, so I can lose tokens or take Gravehold damage. And this is doing 2 on its own, so Gravehold is taking... I can't afford to lose Nemesis tokens. Gravehold is taking 6. Eep! That total we had is not looking quite so healthy, but here's the great thing. I get 2 goes in a row, at least. So, my go. Right. Oh yeah, that's discarded. Right. I have to deal with the Behemoth, or Behemoth, or however you want to mispronounce it, or he is going to mess us up. So I am going to... Yes, I think this will work. 2, 3, 4. My friend here is going to take some damage. Wrong thing. That's going to take him from 9 down to 5. So right now, his lose Nemesis token thing is activated. But with any luck, I will get to kill him before that matters. Right. Eternity Charm. Eternity Charm's going to come out. I'm going to rotate that. We're going to dig through the top of our deck. Did I actually organise this thing properly? Yay! I did. I may prep one of the spells there. Don't think I'm going to. I don't think I've proved Eternity Charm's power this game because I've been using it really badly. Because what I think I'm going to do is that... I'm on thingy charges. Yeah, we'll throw that out there. Now I'm going to gain a charge and gain a charge. Because I really want to make sure he goes away. Oh, and if I have any luck at all, I'm actually going to cast a couple decent spells on top of Eternity Charm. You never know. Alright, and then... Oh, look at that. It's my go. Right, okay. So, my friend here has 5 health. So that one there is going to hit me in the face. Quick search says nothing worth... I'm going to get rid of a spark. Destroy a spark. And our friend here can take... Oh, he only needs 4. No, he needs 5. Yeah. 5 to the face. Good night to him. Depart from whence you came, etc. We're going to try that down there. Yeah? No, I'm going to change my mind a little bit. He's still alive right this second. At the start of my turn, I'll cast that. Deal 4 to the boss. Yes, I can do this. It's only me playing. Right, and then I'm going to draw an actual hand of cards, as if I know what I'm doing. And that's the current thing in the discard pile. Pay no attention. Right, yeah. I'm going to spend 2 and gain another charge. And then we're going to double fire the spell in the end. So 5 to him dead, 5 to the boss. Come on, where's the button? Let's have that. Get on. There we go. Alright. Okay, I can get 2 out of this, so that looks like another charge to me. Come on. Since we are currently motoring pretty well. I do have a tendency to berate my playing pieces, even when they're virtual. Right, we'll throw that down there, and there, and there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we are cycling these decks like crazy things. I'm not sure how crazy things cycle decks, but I imagine it might be a little bit like this. But what do I know? Right, a new card. Nemesis. Talking about crazy things, Gravehold goes down to 13. Eek. This is now in the scary range. Our friend here continues to do sterling work in the service of killing himself. Not normally a wonderful thing to hear. Right. Cataclysmic Fate. To discard, destroy a prep spell that costs 5 or more and the breach in which it was prepped. Yes, that removes a breach from the table. This is bad. Power 1. Oh, righty. So I don't have a 5-cost spell. I don't have the means to buy a 5-cost spell. I could get it on top of my deck using Frozen Magmite if I had the means to buy a 5-cost spell. So I think I'm going to take 4 damage and be exhausted. Now, in the multiplayer game, if there's more than one of you and everyone's exhausted, you lose. Fortunately, in the solo game, if I'm exhausted, a lot of bad stuff happens, but I don't immediately lose. We'll see if that remains to be the case. Right, okay. Marvellous. That's all I can say about that. Absolutely marvellous. Yeah. Right, cool. Guess we've got to see where the game goes. Oh, you... Right, okay. Gravefall goes down to 10. This guy almost does my work for me. This fires. So, I take 4. Right, that's really bad. So, I'm just going to delete. Alright, so, I'm exhausted. So, a couple of things happen in order. We resolve the Nemesis's unleash. Nemesis? The Nemesis, possessive, unleash effect twice. His current unleash effect is Gravehold suffers 2. So Gravehold takes 4. We're in enough trouble as it is. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to trade out one of those with a token. This is extremely dangerous. Cool, right. He unleashes twice. Next thing I have to do is destroy one of my breaches, discarding any spell prepped in it. So this leaves the game. There is no way to get it back. It is gone. It is a late breach, etc. And then I discard all my charge tokens, which was 1. Could have been worse, I guess. Right, okay. He's resolved. That's fired. And then we get a new friend, which is probably going to be tier 3. Resolve the most recently discarded attack card of the Nemesis discard pile. Okay, let's have a search. I think Smite. Unleash twice. Gravehold suffers 2. Alright. Okay. So that's going to go on top. Unleashing twice right now would be 2 for 6 damage, plus the card effect. I'm going to risk a token and take 4. No, one way around. Down to 4. Well, I get 3 goes in a go. Hopefully this means something. Alright, well, my word, it's my go. Okay. Right, I have to go absolute full guns. Oh, I can't even prep 2 pyrotechnic surges anymore. I haven't got the breaches. Yeah, this is really bad. Right, cool, awesome. Alright, well, we fire a Spectral Echo. No, we fire a Spark, kill this guy. Because I sure as heck can't afford 3 damage to Gravehold anymore. We'll fire this guy doing 2 to the boss. And he's going to actually kill the Spark behind him. Go away, you're in the discard pile. Discard pile, thank you. Right, yeah, so, anyway. Eternity Charm, allowing me to open this. Maybe a little late, we'll find out. Watch out, Eternity Charm. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Only spell we can prep is Pyrotechnic Surge. I see no particular reason why not, because it's 1 card coming out, so it won't make much of a difference either way. Oops, slightly glitchy deck for a second there. Eternity Charm. Prep down a Spark, I suppose. Do that. Gain. Hold on. Let's not throw the Spark in. Let's gain 3 charges. So we'll do that, discard that. Yep, that'll pop in fine. Charge 1, charge 2, charge 3. I do love the auto-locking points in Tabletop. It's very nice. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, throw that down. Actually, we probably, in fact, want to see Berylite even faster than anything else. Throw that on. I stay with this. 1, 2, 3. A flip. I mean, it's... I'm not saying it's not possible, but this is looking rough. My go. Okay. Let's not fire that. Let's pay that. Gain this. This is a card in the discard pile, so hold on a second. Gone to 4 charges. I'm going to pay... Oh, it doesn't go to the discard pile. Ignore yourself, Carl. Alright, okay. Let's... Gems and relics I play don't go to the discard pile at the end of the turn, so I can't pull that crap off. So double fire Pyrotechnic Surge for 6 damage, doing 12. 127. It's a starting point. I prep another Pyro out. I prep a Spectral Echo out. I pay 2. Gain another charge back, so I'll end up on 1. So I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit because I'm feeling like the game might be over fairly soon. Now it's a game of him picking which way he wins by, honestly. 2, 3, and 4. I do have the world's tiniest deck now. This is quite unusual for my playstyle. 5 cards in, and it's my go again. Yay! I can get to 3 charges. Sweet. So let's do that. So let's do it the right way. So 6 damage to our friend. 21. We're decently motoring. 2 damage to our friend. Down to 19. Oh my word, this is actually... Oh, this is... Okay, 1 second. Pyrotechnic Surge. Prep to here. Pay that to gain 1. Pay that, discard that to gain 2 more charges, putting me on 3. 3 fills me up. I fire this. That's 6, 12 damage. I'm holding my breath slightly right now. I can't focus that. I think there might be a... no. Okay. Oh, Eternity Charm. I have done you no justice this game. Right. Let's throw that in. Yeah, I definitely want to see Barrelite first. It might just save me right now. Pop, pop, pop. That all goes in there. 1, 2, and 3. Put this. So really, what it comes down to is where the turn order flips go. Cool, let's find out. Alright. Extra shuffle because I'm nervous. Alright, okay. Prep down. Prep down. I can gain 2 charges. That's the best I can achieve right now. And a 2. Yep, 2 for thingy. Throw that down. Throw that down. Throw that down. This one has been ridiculously tense. Oh my word. It's going for the full drama version. Alright. Let's see. Oh, and there we go. Whew. 6 damage, 8 damage, and a clean win. Well now. So, yeah, that's Aeon's End. If you like the look of this game, Tabletop Simulator I'm using here is a way to play games virtually. It's a little physics engine. The card series you can see are ones I physically move around. Everything in here is put in by dedicated fans. I have to honestly admit, none of the money involved here goes to the people who make Aeon's End. So go buy the physical version of this game. It's available all good local game stores, all places that sell good games. It's a fantastic deck builder. I recommend going and getting it. Tabletop itself is a fantastic way to play games with people you can't physically be nearby to, and a fantastic way to spend an hour or so talking into a condenser mic about games you enjoy. I recommend going and getting that, and it has a lot of built-in stuff of its own, a lot of DLC games you can get, and everything that kind of stuff. I'll throw some links to indie board and card games who make this. I'll throw some links in for Tabletop. And thank you very much for what I hope was an enjoyable video. And I'm now going to go and exhale.